Persona. Now, I promised to put in a few hours of work into Persona between the last time and this time. I have. That's not me going like, oh, I apologize, I haven't done it. I have. I've put in a good deal of work. Now, while not everything is maxed out and all that, because that's technically, oh, I just realized, fully set up for the stream. Give me a sec, because I don't think this light's also, yep, there we go. There we are. Alright, where was I? So some things I can't max out while in Mementos, and as well as I do have time constraints. However, when the game lets me, I'm going to show you what we have for our main Persona. And you can see already he's maxed out, it's pretty good. The thing is, so already he had max stats. What he didn't have before was stuff like this. There is still a lot of work that needs to be done, but this is one of the 4 unique abilities that require a lot of work to actually, well, not a lot of work, a lot of tedium to get. There are a few other ones that I'd like to get, but most of those, the problem is that I would need to have either access to characters that I don't have, or I would need to spend a lot of time trying to get. Most of those effects I have already got here. These 2 things, putting the drains for these, would be amazing, but I have the null here, so that's fine. So you can see, yeah, he's quite a strong fellow. I've done quite a lot of, I've also grabbed up a bit more of the compendium of the stands, so that's doing a bit better for us, so that also amplifies him. But also, the levels of the characters are a little higher. I did, so it turns out I'm at the stage where I can one-shot the Reaper now. Who would have guessed? So if you want a bit more of an outright comparison, going like, oh, well, maybe it's not that much higher. Again, this area of Mementos is very, very laggy. Even off camera, I have a bit of hard time with this area. So this is the save we're on now. Once it loads, then I believe it was this where we left off. So as you can see, I didn't put in like 3 hours like I said I would. I ran out of time. However, for the time I did put in, that is a significant change in levels. And it was, I also want to mention, technically this is wrong, because this here was save scumming. To get the right thing. So I put it in about an extra hour that it says. And I got all of that done last week. So yeah, we're now pretty fucking strong. Now you might go, oh, well, you're not that strong. It's like, outside of one more damage amp thing, the rest of the things that are often suggested for Izanagi or Kami Picario are basically utility. So we're at the stage where we're basically at about as high a damage as you can possibly get. The only thing I can do now is get buffs for the characters, and that requires time commitment that I don't think I'm quite willing to put in. Not in this playthrough anyway. Oh, I don't want to leave here because I still haven't done that final target. Yes, so I also didn't go and explore Mementos more than I had in the previous stuff. So you don't have to worry about missing out on anything. I think there was one conversation in the Velvet Room that I had that you'll miss out on, but it was along the lines of basically, we're still here to support you. Alright, so yeah, let's go get this target. And at worst, you also get to see the persona in action. Also get a couple more levels along the way, I guess. Also, best case scenario is I meet up with Jose and dump off these flowers. Oh. Hello. But yeah, no, levels are pretty much at a stage where, based on my experience with this game as well, on the way to the final boss, we will probably hit max out. Like from this point onwards, we're probably set for the max out. Now, I could show the scum like farming thing to get the stuff that I did. However, it's gonna be really fucking painful to do on stream. So I apologize for that, but it's just simply go, it's using the network summons, which you can only do once per day. You save inside of the Velvet Room before you do the network summon, get like a shitty stand to fuse in and just do that. Like fuse it, see if you get the special skill. If you don't, then reload from before you do it. But that's just literally what it is. Ooh, once I get control again. Oh, that's what. Also, the use of the alarms is quite a lot for some of the stuff I was doing. Trying to get randomized things. But yeah, no, it's a rather simple thing. I don't think it's like all that amazing, and I don't think the community definitely knows about that sort of stuff. It just took a long time. I can definitely see in later playthroughs Mementos things becoming like making sure I've got everything maxed out and getting all access to all of the things will become more of a priority. I say a priority. I don't know if I'd say priority, like, because from the next playthrough on, I'm gonna just get like all the confidence done, so there's not anything missed out and all that sort of stuff. Then like any other playthroughs I might do after that will probably be like specific endings. We'll see, because again, I'm not sure how long I'm going to play Persona on this channel in total. I know at least 2 playthroughs. That I'm sure of, because I do actually want to see like all the confidant stuff. And now that I've got all my stats like as far along as I have, it means that nothing will block me off, and I know kind of where to prioritize. Also, I keep cutting off their dialogue. I apologize. I actually really hate that about this, is the dialogue constantly gets cut off. I really wish it didn't. That dialogue's fun cut off because it's like saying there's a platform. But yeah, so we're looking for a target. Once we get the target, we'll leave. End of that game. There we go. Hey, I wanted to chat with you so I can augment Momentous a little bit. Well. Because again, those stamps that I put on are permanent. And what I mean by permanent is through saves. So like, if we do if we go into the next playthrough, it's still there. And yes, if someone's gonna ask if I do the next playthrough, I am just like running off the save. I'm not starting from the ground up again. That sounds awful. Having to start with base stats again. No, we're doing New Game Plus.
やっぱり教えおいしく、人間って大人になると味覚が変わるよね。それ本当なの？
Everyone's different.
そうか、みんなじゃないんだね。こっちの花の味、あまり好きになれない。あんなに花を吸うの大好きだったのに、このまま勉強がはかどらずにいたら、また僕。ダメだ、集中しないと。やあ。
Alright, so first of all, do that. Yeah, we're already at a really good point with everything. Honestly, this is completely unnecessary. This is fairly unnecessary. That's why I stand by this is just more influential. Okay, we're grabbing one of these. Yeah, I don't care about anything else. You can remove stars but add them elsewhere. Yes, I do know that. You can reset them. Also, hello Yui. It's been a good while. Have you even popped by one of my streams before? I have to wonder that. Hey, max level. God, I swear Persona needs micro optimizations. This is the first. That's fair enough. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope I haven't changed all that much since you last saw me, because I don't actually frequent the main server all that much anymore. Honestly, the most talking I do is in the admin chat. Hell, I don't even post memes anywhere else. I only post memes in the admin stuff. Y'all don't get to see my fun memes that I post. huge lump of gold. Hell yeah. Stamp. Back in the days when you were in there. Yeah. I mean, you're not missing out though, I'll be honest. It's basically just like, hey, is this this character underage? Yes. Okay. That's the extent of the conversations in there. Isn't, honestly, I could show it and it's really disappointing. I just talk in there mostly because I mean, when I go to the main channel it becomes like a 10-20 minute thing. We try and start convos in there. Yeah, I mean, we've moved it around, so I don't know if it was moved around while you were still on the thing, but like, I think it's because we have a kind of like an off-topic is what it's called channel, which is basically all about so we can post whatever the fuck we want there, so it doesn't interrupt the main admin channels. Because yeah, like that was one of the things that like would happen is, yeah, we would start a stupid conversation, it would go on for ages, and then it was impossible to find the actual like mod talk. So I put that forward. And yeah, that's pretty much how it is now, is like occasional meme gets posted in the off topic, the rest of the time, eh. Nothing even happens though. The problem is, so my counterance to that is when stuff does happen, it becomes harder to find. So isn't it better to just have one channel that you can like post whatever you want in, and then one channel that is mostly dead but means that when it does get used, there's no interference. It's not like channels matter that much. Like, to hit a max channel count, we're pretty far away. And this is a specialized area, so it makes a bit more sense. Whereas, like, the other arguments that I've seen for, like, splitting certain channels, it's like, no, that's just one or two people complaining because they don't want to see one thing. Okay, I'm gonna rant for a moment on one of the topics that I constantly saw, which was like the so to anyone, so like later VOD watch and all that sort of stuff, so I'm referring to the femboy talk. That's it exactly. So I'm referring to a Discord that a Discord server for a different creator that like I used to watch quite a bit, but now I'm an admin and everything in there. We have a few channels for some things that aren't hugely related to the content creator, but somewhat are. It's kind of a general community thing. So there's a not safe for work section, which I personally don't even look at. I have it muted. I leave the other admins and mods to handle it, which is what we agreed. Thing is that some people were complaining that like there would be femboy or gay content in the not safe work section, and they wanted to split the channel so it would be hetero and gay content, like versus gay content in a separate thing. And I just like, I'm sorry, but gay as in guy with guy, no problem with girls. Exactly, that was the like actual stupidity of the argument. Is genuinely that got brought up, and that's the argument. Is it's like, oh, I'm okay with girl and girl, I just don't want to see a penis. And I'm like, okay, kind of fair, but then don't go to the not safe work channel. I was like, oh, but I want to see the rest of the not safe work stuff. I'm like, well, fucking tough shit, put up with it. Here we go. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just... That's kind of the argument of the younger... Just close your eyes. Like, it's just, that's the argument of the younger kind of generation nowadays, I feel, which is, oh, I don't like this, like, a little bit, so I should be accommodated for the most. And it's like, yes, but also this isn't the like, we explained it as the purpose of the server is not to be a not safe for work server. If that's what you want, there are plenty of Discords for that have those sorts of separations and rules. Go there. We have entitlement. I think Violet explains it better. Is it's protagonist syndrome, and I love that description because it's fucking 100% accurate. It's the idea that you're the protagonist, so what you say clearly makes sense and matters more, or your interpretation matters more. Because that's another thing we've had a lot is interpretation of rules. It's like, oh, but this is how I thought it was. It's like, yes, but all of the mods or admins agree this is how the rule actually stands. So instead of going, oh, apologies, I didn't understand that, maybe it could be changed to this, I get, no, this is what I think it is, so therefore it is. If you're one of those kinds of people, realize you're just a little shitbag and you're just acting like a young teenager. Because, yeah, no, it's okay to disagree with a rule. It's not okay to try and say that the rule is not how, like, this is equivalent to going to the police, right? And they're about to arrest you for theft. But you explain, no, this isn't theft, this is something else. It's like, no, this is theft, this is how it's theft from the police. And you're like, no, you're wrong. Yeah, I interpreted the law very differently, and I'm correct. Do you have any idea how stupid that sounds? This is borrowing without asking. Like, exactly. That's the sort of... The energy you need to have to try and pull that argument off is just idiotic. So, yes, I stand by. If you think that you're being smart with that sort of argument, you're not. You're really fucking not. It's okay to admit, oh, look, I genuinely thought it was this. My bad. Put it back, like put the fucking item back on the shelf or whatever, and then just go, okay, can I get a clarification on this rule? Alright, that's the clarification. Okay, I don't agree with this, and this is why, and give a good reasonable argument, or some effort, then yeah, you're done. That's like, I think that's okay. But that was the problem, is that one of the last times I had this argument with someone, they thought, as I basically said, it's like, if you continue this, I'm gonna issue a warning on you. And then they continued it, and I responded, and then I warned them, and they're like, they literally go, I don't like it, refuse to elaborate. Or they elaborate by saying, no, I'm right. That, like, it's pretty, yeah, but it's pretty much that bullshit. But no, the last time I had this, yeah, they genuinely continued after I responded, but I still was putting the warning through, and then they complained, like, I thought we were having a genuine, like, a reasonable discussion. It's like, no, you literally responded with, you're fucking... I cannot fathom how stupid you have to be to, like... Again, not trying to say your admins or your mods and servers are equivalent to the police, but like, for the relative positioning, that's kind of the concept. The moment they get punished, they play victim. Yes. Look, don't get me wrong, it's fair to disagree with a punishment or a rule. That I'm not against. But again, it's kind of the whole thing of like, some situations require different actions than others. and that's something that's kind of the subjective nature of those sorts of environments. It's the same with what the police have to deal with. Is like, okay, well, he was stealing food from the back bins, basically, that are rubbish from a company to feed his family because they've not actually had food, like money for a long time, through like getting screwed around by governmentary things or something like that. In that situation, there's allow for lenience, and the court will probably play to assisting the person there, but like they're still committing a bad act. Then a lot of the time the company might go, you know what, look, given the situation, we'll lower the charges drastically and leave it alone. No huge push. But again, you've explained your situation, and it's actually a reasonable explanation or a reasonable argument to the situation. Also, I love how like this conversation in the game, like the game's having a conversation in the background, and I'm just gonna one-shot this dude when it turns up. Alright. So, yeah, no, short answer is, it's okay to admit you're wrong? Like, it's not the end of the world if you make a mistake. No, I just, it's okay to admit that the other person is wrong. It's like, oh, no, it's okay to admit that you're wrong. Not me. No, but you're wrong. Yeah, no, again, I very much dislike the stupidity with that stuff sometimes. Anyway, goodbye, bad guy. Oh, you fucking survived. Okay, I'm actually impressed. Fuck it. Oh, that's awkward. That's just annoying. Right, okay, so I guess that doesn't work. Well, I'm gonna shoot him with my gun. Okay, well that did fuck all. However, no. Alright. Let it catch you be insane for a moment. And you can just, yeah, no, all of that was just a meme anyway. This main character, power, LML. I don't know, it's difficult with the internet nowadays in those arguments of who's right and who's wrong, because being anonymous, even if you don't, like, if you're not acknowledging you're anonymous and all that sort of stuff, if you're saying otherwise, subconsciously you're considered anonymous. You know that, like, the consequences of your actions are less likely to come back and reach you. And that... Okay. I'm going to put my hand up in a second to indicate that I'm going to talk about spoilers for a series coming out at the moment called Oshi no Ko. They're very light spoilers, so you don't have to worry too much. It's not going to actually spoil too much content. It's just going to discuss a topic in there, but if you are wanting to not know about that stuff, wait till you see my hand go down, okay? So hands going up. Okay, in that it talks a lot about online discussions, personalities, Twitter, stuff like that. Oshinoko broke me on the first episode. Yeah, that episode was... Not often I've been able to just like explain myself as just completely frozen with my mouth gaping open and eyes bulging out. But no, so like it puts in a lot of discussion around like online things, flaming and stuff like that. The idea that if something goes wrong, immediately the internet is a horrible fucking thing. And It's true. It really is. Like, I've not gotten too much hate on this channel or on Twitter, but that's purely because I'm pretty low on numbers and not many people watch or all that sort of stuff, so I don't actually have that much room for flaming. I've had people come in and troll, and that's annoying, but not flaming or being absolutely, like, for no real reasonable purpose malicious. And I really hope that I can try and keep it that way as I continue on, or I can keep that to a low point, because it's just saying I don't like this, you should die seems like such a horrible thing, but you don't realize it's a horrible thing when you type it out. Like, I always feel really bad when I talk poorly of something when I'm like doing a real critical review. Like, there's a lot of movies I talk poorly about, going like, okay, well, clearly the directing in this one wasn't up to par, this actress or this actor wasn't like clearly that great for the role. But like, that's why Oshinoko did such a good job of encapsulating that, especially in the 6th episode, which was the last one I watched, because that is exactly what happens a lot of the time to people. And basically that's why being in entertainment, being an honest, caring individual is one of the worst things you can do, is go look at that stuff, because you take it at face value and it hurts. So yeah, alright, hand down, no longer talking on that. Highly recommend the series though, highly recommend it. I will say, I do have a friend that doesn't want to watch it currently, but that's because like he's still recovering from Maiden Abyss stuff, so I've basically explained, go watch some happy, good series first. Like, I literally started watching it right after finishing Eminence of Shadow, which, by the way, Eminence of Shadow is a fucking fun series. Ever wanted to see what someone could do if they spoofed your 14-year-old teenage boy, like, Edge diary? That's what that series is. Happy good series recommend. No. Happy good series. Watch that before watching Oshinoko. For God's sakes. Do not watch Oshinoko if you're in like a slightly mid-level mood or anything lower, because holy shit, you're not gonna survive. God, imagine. Especially after that fucking 6th episode. Yeah, no, I don't think, yeah. But no, highly recommend if you're in like a good, happy, bubbly mood and you're capable of handling heavy stuff, watch at least the 1st episode, because, like, I got spoiled for a lot, but I was still not prepared. Also, I cannot stress how much I love the intro for that series. Also, side note on that intro, I posted this, I think, on Twitter, but someone made an AI sung version of Dio and Jotaro singing the intro full song for that. Oh my god. Look, don't get me wrong, hearing AI voices normally pisses me off a little bit, and it was very auto-tuned, but like a good bit of it, all I'm thinking in my head is just imagining imagining those two on stage doing idol dances, like everything, all that, just absolutely the way Dio says idol with such ferocity gives me life. Yes, just like the way he shouts and stuff like that. Oh my god, it actually had me fucking in fits. Just thinking about those two on stage doing like a full-fledged idol dance. I stand by, if someone out there was willing to animate that, I fucking would love you for the rest of your life. That is amazing. I would absolutely adore that. So if anyone ever finds someone that had animated that, or finds someone that is willing to animate that and will get them to animate it, fucking send them my way. I absolutely would love that. I'll do all of my power to advertise it and actually, like, not like I advertise this channel, like actually advertise it. Because that deserves like fucking popularity and treatment. Like, holy shit, that would be amazing. Alright, let's go back to the entrance. We done. I do not care about the fucking flowers. Yes, I do know his thing. It's safe to assume. Yes. I mean, because, okay, I will openly state this. So I've talked about this a little bit before. With Kaguya-sama Lover's War, I went and read the manga, so I haven't actually watched the anime for a long time. I'm really sad about that because I really want to watch the anime, but it's really difficult when you know exactly what happens. Not what you know will happen, but you know exactly. I haven't finished the manga, however, which is my argument as to why I don't want to finish the manga. I want to wait for the anime to finish. So I can watch that. But yeah, no, I absolutely love hearing, what is it, Takahito, as Shiragane's dad. Like, that fucking, especially knowing that what he does later with, like, the whole, he tries to be a YouTuber and shit. So gonna be fun. Like, that's the best part of finding out he's the voice actor for Shiragane's dad, is like knowing what Shiragane's dad does later. But yeah, no, I'm definitely, because there's one crossover I did hear about, I think in Oshinoko, which is Kaguya's in it, I believe, because it's in the future a little bit. Kaguya's in it and she's actually fulfilling her dream. And that fucking, I heard about that and I'm just like, okay then. I guess my heart's allowed to be broken today. That was fucking right in the kokoro, as the weebs would say. But yeah. No, Oshinoko is just so good. I'm really, really enjoying that, and I really cannot wait to see how the rest of it unfolds. And I'm not gonna lie, it's one of the few times I've sat there and watched a series and just very rarely an anime especially can make me want to watch weekly episodes. But like, I'm just excited to watch more. I just want more. I think the only other series that kind of did that with me was the OP Gives Me Life. Yes. Oh, look, I stand by. I don't know how they managed to work it, but like, they nailed how to set up the episodes with that intro. Like, holy shit. The creepiness in it, as well as the poppiness in it. Oh, it's just, it's such a beautiful intertwined mix. What's the most messed up anime you've watched? What's the most messed up one? Ooh. There's a couple that I've just not felt comfortable watching a few times, but I feel like I'm also the wrong kind of person for that, because a few of the messed up ones I can think of, I was just smiling evilly while watching. Again, it's like, I know when it comes to the actual anime stuff, ironically enough, that's actually most of the messed up ones I've watched. Alpha Lion Alpha Lion's not that messed up in my eyes. Especially the anime adaptation of it is far more tame than the original manga. Like, that's what I was about to say, is like, most of the messed up anime I've watched is because I've read the manga first and I wanted to see the anime version and it was just disappointing. Redo of a Healer is a good example of that. is the anime was fun-ish. It was alright. But like, holy shit, yeah, no, the original fucking manga, that's absolutely just cursed. There's also like, oh, is it Berserker of Glutton? I think is the name of one series, but that one's a bit edgy and fucked up. There's a couple of other ones like that, manga that I've read that's like that, but yeah, no, it's other than like, yeah, no, like they nerfed the shit out of the main Boku no Pico. Okay, that, yeah, okay, weird tangent on that. To anyone that's actually watched the Boku no Pico, like all three of them, because yes, there's three of them. What the fuck was happening with that third one? Why the fuck did they have like this weird fucking backstory thing that was going on that was actually genuinely interesting, and I wanted to know more? But I'm like, you sound well informed. I've watched all three. I binged all three in one sitting. I may have been screaming while doing it, but I binged all three. No, why has the third one got such a, like, genuinely speaking, right? Oh, okay. No, genuinely speaking, the third one has a weird understory thing going on. That's like this M. Night Shyamalan, like, back in his good era, twist to it. That, like, the little boy that is added with that one that looks very much more like a girl than the others. Like, is a fairy maybe? And doesn't exist? It's so weird. Look, I'm not gonna dispute that that one's also ruined by the fact that it's got 3 children at the same time spurting out upwards with fireworks behind. It's fucking weird. I'm not going to dispute this in the slightest. Do not watch Boku no Pico, but just to those that have, what the fuck is going on with that third one? Yeah, we saved them. But yeah, no. Hey, look, I've said this ad nauseum before, but like, I'm willing to watch bad content to understand why it's bad. I remember binging all of the Twilight movies in one sitting. I then proceeded to fall asleep afterwards, wake up the next morning and watch Vampire Sucks, the spoof movie, to cleanse the palate. But I can tell you exactly why I dislike those movies now, instead of listening to other people. So, yeah, no. I am the king of trash when it comes to that sort of stuff. Is I will watch stuff that you should not watch. That's why I loved Eminence of Shadow, or the Eminence of Shadow, the one I was talking about earlier. Because it's just, it's someone clearly taking the piss out of like all of the edgy, generic anime OP MC character, like MC anime that come out, like all of those ones. Your fucking Sword Art Online, your all those. It's so good because the character literally goes, steals a grand piano, moves it to a basement, creates a spell to spawn feathers coming down from the fucking ceiling, plays a fucking symphony to a character walking into him, and then he proceeds to do his epic lines as like, "Is this what you want to be? You could be so much more, but it is your decision." All these sorts of things. Then afterwards go, "Yeah, that went well." Fucking nailed it. You telling me you haven't thought like that in the past? Right, let's call for a massage. My teacher's giving me a massage in a maid outfit. The important things in life. Alright, which means I can go to Shinjuku. But yes, I am a good source of random information. And especially stuff that you're not willing to look into yourself. Right, affinity. Because I want to date Yoshizawa. I'm gonna pay $5 grand to make sure I can date Data. Good source of information that reduces my will to live. How do you think I'm doing? And to become alcohol. I do have a Jim Bean over there. It is 6 in the morning. I shouldn't probably, but. Okay, so that's Chihaya. Is that it? Yeah, there's not really that much in the way of options right now. Yeah, don't follow my fucking trend and end up like a reject alcoholic. I mean, I need to probably go see the doctor soon, I'm gonna be honest. Done a bit more damage at this point to myself than I should have, and it's fucking showing. I don't actually have to probably go on the medication that I keep avoiding. Do I want to go talk to you? I really don't want to, because I feel like at this point in time I'm not going to get any substantial headway done with that. So let's do this instead. Go to the gym. Actually, no, wait, can't I? It's in Shinjuku, right? It's in Shinjuku? Is it in... this place. Alright, invite someone. Did you get the Fight Club meaning item? Well, I'll admit I didn't.
Oh, arigato.
Yay. Oh. Apparently I'm really mature. Is it difficult to order by yourself or? Oh. They're on a date. You have all the steps written down and stimulate how to execute them. Some of that can be carried over to gymnastics too. Getting the taste right is still hard though. Time certainly does fly. Does that make me sound like a bit like an old lady? This gave me another chance to reflect on myself. We can't forget the reasons that keep us going. It was so fun today. I hope you invite me here again. Shall we head home? It's getting a little late. God, you know, fucking talking on Fight Club, that was actually a real fun movie. I like that movie. So, okay, question to those that have watched it. When did you figure out the big reveal? Don't say what the big reveal is. When did you figure it? Actually, no, it's been fucking long enough. Fuck you. If you don't know what the big reveal is, you fucking... Come on. It's been fucking ages. Step up your game. Because I had like inklings that something was going on, but I definitely knew at the phone. Because I actually read the phone thing, because I pay attention to weird fucking details. Because there's a phone that literally says this this phone cannot receive calls. Yeah, he received a call from it. Let's go on a date, Mia. Come on. Was it all in his head at the end? No. Sort of. So, okay, spoiling Fight Club. Highly recommend watching the movie. It's actually quite fun. But the plot is that the character that's with him the entire time, I think that's the one played by Brad Pitt. Off the top of my head, he was an alternate personality of him. So yeah, that guy never existed, and he was basically just the main guy's way of venting his frustration and his problems. Venting sounds kind of sus. Well, he literally fucks someone, which it really creates a problematic thing because he doesn't realize that this is the situation, right? So, well, that pretty much says where I'm going. This other dude keeps fucking his girlfriend and he finds out, but he doesn't know that it's actually himself. So it confuses her to no end because he basically accuses her of cheating, but she's like, I just can't deal with you always. Like, who are you today, basically, is the question that she asks. So good. So good. I really like that movie. It was actually really well designed. Like, everyone makes memes of that movie, but it's actually a good movie. Yeah, tell me how great I am. I did my best. Should expect nothing less, senpai. By the way, Yui, I don't know if you know much about this game. This is best girl, just full stop. I will get into fisticuffs on that argument. Can we stop here for a little bit? I want to talk to you, senpai. That alone would be enough to make me happy. Aww. She has red hair, so that's a plus. Yes. She's earnest, she's honest, she's got a beautiful heart, and she's got red hair. And she does ballet / gymnastics. So she's in a leotard a lot of the time as well. Needless to say, she's just beautiful. Oh shit, yeah, that's right. I ordered some fucking protein, didn't I? Yay! Now I can go to the gym. Okay, first of all, I should actually be... Not that one, fuck. Double pressed. No, we want to go to the laundromat because I forgot to do this on the previous thing because I keep forgetting about this stuff. Let's get the Suriyama done. Alright, and let's call my teacher to do my laundry. You mean she has a nice body? I mean, she definitely has a nice body. Everything about her is great. Her character design and personality are just gorgeous. I love it. Like, she's actually one of the few characters that I genuinely think suits the long legs that this game has. When do gymnastics. She definitely has the body to do the gymnastics. Right, we need to go and see Chihaya and get the thing along. Oh, doesn't like loading this area right now. Shinjuku, dropping my frames. Who do I want to become closer with? The best girl, that's who I want to become closer with. Mia. I'm just a typical high school student with like 2 mil in my fucking pocket. It's fine. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the jazz club again. Does baton pass upgrading carryover? That's something I wonder. Oh, sorry. Look at her. She's so cute.
その
There was this one time when I looked up what other athletes do before competing. The main one is having a go-to meal on days they compete. Some people only step into the venue when they're with their good foot too. There are also some ridiculous ones, like not making physical contact with anyone. That's the level of desperation they feel. That's... okay.
ちょっと不思議な気分です。一皮むけた感じです。
Oh, nice.
よし。
Sweet. Got some stat upgrades. Fuck yeah.
じゃあお疲れ様です。
Gymnasts had to have small breasts because of balance. Alright, hey now, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with small breasts.
はーい。
Also, fun fact, the more you do exercise, the less you'll have in your chest area as females, because for the most part, a lot of it is basically equivalent to fat in terms of it. So yeah, no, like, if you're doing a lot of exercise and you're actually in really, really good shape, it will probably have a reduction on that. Weird anatomy thing for today, I guess. Oh, hello, Makoto. Good, I found you. I wanted to speak with you. What's up?
ありがとう。
So basically, be lazy. Yes, but then that's not the only thing that's going to be growing Yui. It's going to be your waist and then eventually your stomach. There's a perfect balance point where you can kind of hit where you're in good shape. But like the whole argument of like the hourglass figure, right, is a concept that's very much talked about when it comes to like that thick. Yeah, exactly. Proper thick at that point. I'm so thick I can't even leave my chair. No, but like the hourglass figure, that's not something everybody can accomplish. That's literally, you have to be like, it's a genetic requirements to get that achievable. Also, some people are genetically predisposed to be larger in some areas than they are in others. I mean, like, I'm genetically predisposed to have really broad shoulders. Like, this is me with my shoulders down. And look how fucking wide they are. Coming out to here. If I actually, like, put them up properly, it looks very menacing. And I don't like doing it. Dude, there's something wrong with Ushimaru. I mean, no, something's up. I guess it's wrong. I'm not wrong, but he's all different. That social studies teacher. He's awfully strict, isn't he? Even the freshmen heard stories. What exactly is different? His personality? What, he's super nice now? That's just it. He's so nice, it's creepy. Oy. No matter who I asked, they told me he's always been like this. We got people saying he's basically the school's own Buddha. Sound like as if he's been enlightened, I suppose. So Dr. Maruki's changed someone's personality? Yeah, there we go. Now we're really starting to get into the questionable philosophy here. Ooh. What happens if someone's wish changes another person? Now you're really you're removing free will from the equation and imposing your ideals. How I wish to be Kasumi. Like your own situations, most probably, something in his past must have been overwritten. It's also possible his personality just changed independent of any external events. You figure the real Ishimaru went through something bad? Maybe he was so nice to everyone and students took advantage of him and went full delinquent? Huh? That would be traumatic. Well, we can speculate all we like. He's the only one who could say for sure it's changed. It's difficult to understand, so would serve their happiness. Even one's personality can change. No, it's not him. Like, yeah, we've changed people's hearts, but for the most part, like, even when you change their hearts, it's that they become remorseful of their actions, and it's upon them to change them. This is not remorseful of actions, this is blissful ignorance of actions. Always just pay attention in class. Well... Alright. That is a very big worry, though. Eesh. So Makoto wants to talk. I guess we hang out with Makoto? Where is she again? I think it's library's the fastest way to get to her, right? Oh no, student council room. There we go. Okay, what do you want to talk about, Makoto?
Oh? あら、ちょっと時間もらえない？なあなあ。
Sure.
ありがとう。ごめんね。
Oh, I totally didn't get spoiled for what this is. Okay. Couldn't back you up when you needed me the most. That's not true. But it is true. Ever since the new year, I was stuck in Dr. Maruki's false reality. You remember that time before I joined the Phantom Thieves? When I called you to the student council room? I challenged you on your ideals, threatened to expose you all, as if I knew anything about what was going on. But since then, I've learned so much from the Phantom Thieves, from you. You've saved me more times than I could possibly count. After all that, I promised myself that if you were ever in trouble, I would leap in to save you. But I forgot that vow. Just threw it away so I could cling to father and sis. It's awful to know that all along I was so weak and self-centered. It's not your fault. Even if it isn't, does that really make it okay? Considering all the ways it made you struggle harder, even unknowingly, just can't let that go. No, I was thinking... You know, I think I'm more lonely than I was willing to admit. Father never spent much time at home. When he was there, he always had his mind on some case. And sis put all her time into her work, for both our sakes. I respect them both so much, and I still do, of course. And I can't just let them take care of me forever. That's your decision. That's what I think, at least, though it's a fairly new idea for me. If I hadn't been in this situation, I'm not sure it would have ever even occurred to me. In any case, I've made my decision. Done just sitting quietly, doing as I'm told. If I'm weak or self-centered, I'll pop off now, doing some stuff at the moment. Have you had fun? Fuck you. Have fun, Yui. Catch you later. I'm weak or self-centered or lonely or too dependent on my family, then that's my problem to fix. My pain's still a part of me. All the struggles, your support, is what helped me stand up for myself. I can't lose that. Not exactly abandoning the person I was, but I figure trying to bottle it up will only make life harder. I want to be able to look at the most awful, disgraceful parts of myself and still be able to say, so what? That's great. It's a relief to know you're supporting me. If I can get everyone to understand me, really see who I am, then I think they'll give me the strength. If I'm ever tempted like this again, I'll remember to stay true to myself, even if it's not a conscious decision. That's why I wanted to apologize. Guess I'm not completely ready to stand on my own just yet, but keep trying and I won't run away. Dun, dun, dun. And now for the final evolution. These wheels will combine into 4 wheels. Nah, it's actually just a fucking epic motorbike. Sorry.
そういうことね。
Just thick wheels.
よし。
So yeah, now I have a fucking, like, metal as fuck motorbike. Woohoo. Sounds like you. Sorry, but it looks like I'll still have to rely on you a little while longer. So, hope you'll be prepared.
またね。
Thanks for staying over so late. I'll see you later. So what's Checkmate do? Okay. Yeah, Checkmate's good. Laundromat.
Yosh.
I gotta keep working at this laundry. So, in the next playthrough, I think my priorities have to be Chihaya and Kawakami, right? Because Kawakami gives me more time. But what does that extra time actually do for me? I guess the massages are the thing that I do need. Like, I'll need the massages. Like, I'll be going in, I don't need to worry about money. I will just need to primarily worry about that stuff. I will have to probably do a couple of jobs though from memory because that unlocks some Mementos targets and I'm... She's not here! Fuck! What will I do? Alright, let's go to the jazz club then. But yeah, I wonder if Baton Pass carries over, like the ranks for that.
なるほど。どうする？なあ。お？
Alright. Yes, I am constantly going to work at this because I have one goal in mind.
おう、ありがとよ。
Fuck finishing the game and actually succeeding with that. I need to work on this. The important things. I must date Samir.
このカクテル。
When some people hear about protein powder, they seem to think that it's some kind of drug. But protein powder is also highly nutritious as a food too. Obviously, it's not a good idea to just drink protein shakes all the time. Everything in moderation, as they say. Yes. I mean, it's a supplement, isn't it? That's what its consideration is.
ちょっと不思議な気分です。
Like, it's a supplement that, I mean, it's because, like, especially if you're not eating a lot of, lean meats, I believe it is, right? It's a good supplement there. Like, I think, egg and chicken. Basically, if you're not having that sort of stuff, eggs and chicken, protein powder is a good alternative to ensure you're having some of the key stuff. If you're doing a lot of working out, then you need more protein as well because protein helps develop muscle. Me scraping at the memory I have of working out younger in my life. earlier in my life. Younger in my life? Yes, I was younger earlier in my life.
さて始めましょう
Oh god, have you all heard the economy is apparently doing pretty well this year? You know, this was before COVID. Alright, because of that, I tried getting into the stock market. Not a thing I want to jump into with no experience. Lost 5 months of my allowance, one fell swoop. Wasn't a huge loss, so it's not that bad, but it's quite a thing to stare your failure in the face. My portfolio looked awful. My portfolio looked pretty good, actually. It's been in the red quite a lot, but like that was because of COVID. It's actually looking really fucking juicy now. If I put in a little bit of money and go for the right stocks, I can probably put it in the green permanently from this point onwards. I used the word because my portfolio looked absolutely terrible, but awful originally meant something else. So McCracken-kun, a question. It meant... It was basically awesome. Like what we use for awesome now is what awful used to be. So it'd be impressive. Because you'd call it like awfully good. Which we actually still use that phrase now. Oh, it's like, oh, that was an awfully good outcome. Arguably excellent could work here, but I feel impressive is a better fit. Baffling's not, so impressive. Right? I should have checked the network, but I was correct anyway. Yeah. I can read recently that awful took on a negative implication. It once stood for awe of any kind. Yeah. This is why older English documents use phrases like awful majesty and awful power. It could still be used to imply a certain kind of dread that was just one of the several possible uses back then. But times have changed, language evolves as the centuries went by. We ended up with more specific words, awful for bad and awesome for good. Hey, I fucking said it. You can tell those words have deviations from each other because of the or part of them. Even though it's written differently, the concept behind it is of or of the thing. So awful now can be considered of or of the horribleness of it, and awesome is an or of how like good it is. But that's not what it, that's not what it used to be. By the way, fun fact, I did linguistics. I have not mentioned that in this stream, so I thought I had to. Totally haven't mentioned that several hundred times before. Are we studying for exams? You can use your time wisely. Just okay. There you go. Not bad, not bad. Oh, let's be honest, this character's gonna ace his exams. There's no way he has trouble. Who's messaged me? Alright. First of all, I have priorities though. I'm sorry, Futaba. Futaba, you are not. You are a priority, but you're not as much of a priority as Best Girl. There's something I'd like to show you. I'll go first and get myself ready. Now then, if you'll excuse me, see you later. This is... Oh, this is so working for you. I know you said you wanted people to see you, so I put something together a little more wild and eye-catching. Is that Samir? Wow, wow, it's like I'm a totally different person. You've got some of the carnivore energy and a little herbivore meekness too. The savannah style would definitely turn heads. See, well, I guess it's important to have a balanced diet. Well, that's tempting. No. I'm just watching from a distance. Oh, Phil Senpai! Oh god, it's worse up close. Ah, no. Wanted to surprise you, so I got here a little early to dress up. Tried to assemble based on the staff's advice, but what do you think? I've definitely been getting attention in this. Some people are even staring. This is sort of like showing off my own style, right? Look at yourself. Oh, don't like it? I thought it was a pretty cool outfit. Well, to be honest, I could tell some of this was a little off. I mean, they said that these leopard sports, but it easily it could just as easily be some kind of mutant giraffe. Anyway, I should change. I thought this might help me find some answers, but I guess I didn't go in with much of a plan. So once again, I totally misinterpreted everything and made no progress at all. That's Samir. I wasn't like this when I was looking for my father's glasses. I feel like I'm doing so much worse than when I was at Kasumi. Didn't even know if I'm worth showing off, let alone how to do it. I'm here for you. You're right, I have you, Senpai. I need to make sure you see the real me. Okay. I don't have time to be lost in my thoughts. Who the hell would wear leopard skin, you know? Yeah, leopard skin print's not exactly a... I've seen it. If you use it in moderation in the right dresses, it comes off very, like, I can see it do well. But, like, the color scheme's better than the actual pattern. Like the gold and the yellow and the browns and stuff like that. I've seen those dresses do really, really well. That mirror the color scheme that's used. But no, God, no. It's really hard to make leopard print sort of work in not like a cheesy way. I'm okay with cheesy ones. Those are fun. But like the rest of the time, it's like, I don't know. I like it. Find some clothes that'll help me show off my true self. Still, look at how many different styles there are. Huh? What does this sweater have a hole? Where is the string going? What do I do now? This is a lot harder than I thought. This isn't it. All these clothes are very stylish, but I'm not sure I really want to be seen in them. How do I want to be seen? Or how do I want Senpai to see me? Senpai. What is it? Oh, please don't stare at me like that. Oh, you're too cute. Oh. What, I can't look at you? It's not that, I just didn't think you'd stare back at me. I should have gone with the first one, both of them. Oh, right, maybe it shouldn't be that one-sided. If I give other people attention, then surely I'd get attention in return. I think I get it. Oh, I think I'll try on this one. Sorry to keep you waiting, Phil Senpai. What do you think? What did you say? What do I think you said? You said you're in love? Yeah. With the outfit, right? You're just in love with the outfit. Don't worry, I get it. Sorry, I know you didn't mean anything by it. I wasn't ready. I mean, my heart wasn't, so I kind of... Hold on, I need to calm down. Okay, deep breaths. I'm really happy to hear that. Thank you for letting me show you a part of myself. I've made up my mind. Could you wait here for a second? I need to go buy this. So glad I found something good. You found your answer? I'm not sure I can call it an answer, but thank you. I think I realized something. When I first saw the piece, I kind of fell in love with it. And it's a little embarrassing to say this, but my first thought was I couldn't wait for you to see me in it. Wonder what kind of face you'd make, or how you'd react. Wanted to see that side of you. I don't mean anything weird by that. I just wanted to show myself off to you, I guess. To see you and be seen. The more I thought about it, the more important that feeling became. Then suddenly, I just realized I wasn't nervous anymore. See, always been really bad at making decisions on my own. Me and Kasumi always picked perfect things for me anyway. Never really knew making my own decision could feel validating. Red dress, no. I counter this. Red accessories work well with her hair. Red dress does not. Red dress detracts too much, and it creates too much of a okay, it would depend on the red, but most reds would either oversaturate the hair or undersaturate the hair. Even if you found a middling ground, it still can't be the exact same color because of lighting and stuff like that. It will always be inconsistent, so therefore it would always be on a competition level. That's why, for example, her outfit she has right now works, because it's red accessories. Make sense? If you took that jacket and turned it like a nice good red, it doesn't work quite as well. Her other outfit she has where she's in that red coat kind of works, but it still doesn't actually look that nice. Like, this outfit she's got on now looks nicer than her red coat. You'll probably see shortly because I'll take her to the jazz club after this. If I can. But that's the thing, is like, overuse of a singular color actually detracts from that color and creates quite a bland design. Which is why, ironically enough, I actually don't like Arn's outfit for that argument, because it doesn't actually have that much to differentiate it. Whereas, like Makoto's, it actually has a lot that, a lot of different grades. So while it kind of blends in some arguments, it works out well. However, like, then you've also got Kasumi, which her outfit has a lot of grays and a lot of blacks, but it mixes them around and it makes sure that you see skin color as well amongst that, which creates actually quite the tantalizing design. Like Ryuji's design's also quite meh, but it's again, like, it's using that same concept, but its design is to be very thuggish, so it kind of tries to fit that in while also trying to get the rebellious side. Whereas Yusuke's is gorgeous because it's very artistically designed. It's supposed to be very much like a performer's outfit. Haru's is also quite nice. I like Haru's. Very reminiscent of kind of like the Legend of Zorro sort of stuff, which I appreciate. But no, there's a weird thing with that sort of color stuff, and I'm not going to deny I'm over talking on this because, fun thing, I actually studied a lot of art when I was younger, and a lot of that stuck with me, so I do pay attention to color schemes and artistic trends like that, and how to do good color palettes. Even if you didn't like it, I didn't think that'd change how I felt about it. That's how it should be. Yeah, I think so too. Is this what Coach meant about Kasumi wanting me to see how she felt? If that's true, then did she really think I was... Well, I can't say for sure, but I think as long as I've got you supporting me, it'll be okay. Chance will stand. Oh, cool, she got endure. I started reading part of it and I realized what it was. Now, we should head home. Thanks for coming out with me today. Oh, should we go buy some clothes for you next time? You could always try on that Savannah and Symbol. I think it might even suit you better than me. Maybe. Man, imagine Phil in that outfit. That would be quite the nightmare. Thank you so much for shopping with me today. Having you watch helped me find something I really liked. Oh, when I say it like that, it's actually a little embarrassing. By the way, where do you like to get your clothes from, Senpai? Resale shop. Wow, I had no idea. Still, I imagine you have to be quite particular. Would you mind taking me along the next time you go? I'm curious to see how you decide on what to take home. Isn't it so fun to pick out clothes though? The one I bought today was so gorgeous, it's almost too nice for me to actually wear it. I thought I guess that defeats the purpose. I want people to see me in it. Oh, I guess I'd better let you go. Talk to you later. Fun fact, why I selected that option, that's actually the correct thing. I've talked about it before, but like there's a resale shop that's pretty consistent here in New Zealand, in a lot of key places, and it's where I've gotten a majority of my outfit stuff that I use. Outside of like everything I'm wearing at the moment, actually double check that. Yeah, everything I'm wearing at the moment's not from there, but that's because it's from like equivalent to, what would be the equivalent? It's called the warehouse over here. It's literally like your general bargain, like main sale place. So the thing that's basically in every town, and you can buy your clothes or some food or your toys or your gardening stuff from. I guess Walmart's like the American equivalent, right? I don't know what the European equivalent is because I think it changes between each area, or between each country. But yeah. Is it Target or is that another American one? My brain. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Infinity. Samir. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Go. And now we'll go to the jazz club. The jazz club. You guys, a lot of indoor and outdoor markets. Yeah, it's just like, I cannot describe it any better than yeah, it's basically resale. I feel in here in New Zealand's not easy because it's either you get Salvation Army or the main resale place, which is not doing great for itself because it got in a lot of trouble. But no, I really do like going to those Save Mart. That's what it's called, Save Mart. In fact, that's where I get like the majority of my stuff from. Yeah, especially formal attire, because people will wear a suit like once or twice and then fucking toss it. They have no need for it anymore, or it no longer fits them. So yada yada yada. But see, like with this outfit, it just kind of, you see the jacket, you don't see Samir. If you kind of like look just at it for a moment, not go cross-eyed, but kind of desensitized to it, it just disappears. With Phil, on the other hand, you actually still see differentiation. Like you just see the jacket though on Samir.
と
Especially baseball, I always got so dirty when I played. It's never as good as Kasumi, but it's still fun. I think I had a lot of different opportunities, but out of everything, I like gymnastics the most.
ちょっと不思議な気分です。
よし
Max SP. Oh, nice.
じゃあお疲れ様です。はーい。
Oh, I got to sit down. Okay. Is there anything I have to read? Yes, I do. God, it's been so long since I've been able to like try and read in this game. Ah, I'm way smarter now. Cool. Helps so much. Oh, hello, Haru. Can this really change? Can this really be what happiness is?
ね
Hey, why don't we go to Mementos today? We can't just leave things the way they are. I have other plans.
え、そっか。
I mean, a second-hand shop, I'm not comfortable wearing other people's clothes, especially if they die in them. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's been washed. What else can I really look at the outfit and think? Like, I get some really nice dress shirts out of it, or other items. They're not using it. No. It's definitely a horrible way of saying it. I don't know. If it's there, then it's clearly no longer wanted by whoever needs it. So kind of the whole one man's trash is another man's treasure. If it's no longer used by someone, then what would you prefer? Like hundreds of dollars worth of clothes, or like thousands of dollars worth of clothing to be burned, or would you prefer the people that actually could use it? Because like I can't afford to actually go buy a proper suit, because that's like $300 here to buy like a shirt, a jacket, and some pants, and that's like middle quality. So it'll last me like a year or two of regular use. Whereas I can go to a secondhand store and buy like a good dress shirt for like 30-40 bucks. And it's either I buy it or someone else is going to buy it. Like, I get where you're coming from with that, but it's just like that. I'm explaining my kind of approach to it, where I just, yeah, make use of what's there. Right, my dad, we're getting along just fine. We go out for drinks fairly often. Been held back. One more year of high school for me. Your health's more important than profits. There's no need for all that overtime, you know? Caught myself thinking about boss. That was weird. No family, together for dinner. Isn't that how we've always done it?
なあなあ。
But yeah, no, that's why like Save Mart's really actually helped me out quite a bit with getting important clothing like that. But no, like the warehouse thing that I was talking about earlier is everything expensive in New Zealand? More or less. Keep in mind, like a dollar is about half a pound. It's about like I can actually look it up right now. How much is it in euro? NZD to euro. 0.58 euros is a New Zealand dollar. So the problem is the New Zealand dollar, it has gotten a lot stronger over time, but it's still quite weak in comparison to the rest of the world. And then we do have import costs on certain things, but overall it is actually the exchange rate that fucks us over the most. It also doesn't help that I'm inland quite a bit. If I was like more on the shoreline near dock areas and stuff like that especially, it would probably be a bit cheaper. It's a lot cheaper here though than it is in Auckland or Wellington, because they're fucking expensive for stupid reasons, because they're main city points. Oh, she's contacting me. Go at once. But like I've talked about this before, that just off of exchange rate, again, like I must stress this is mostly exchange rate and how shit our dollar is. A Nintendo game will typically be about $99 just for the base game. The recent Pokemon game that came out, I bought the double edition. That was $140. Like, actually, let's add to this. Here's some. Let's go look at something that's a bit more like what everyone thinks about. PS5. If I was to buy a PlayStation 5, I am looking at about, for the cheapest I can get, just a console and a controller, a digital edition console, is $729.99. Just the digital edition console. So in short, half that, and then compare it to your own prices. It's not actually that far off, which is kind of the problem. It's just over here, our minimum wage range is about $20 an hour, and that's no tips as well, in case anyone wants to know about that. We have a tipless system here. So with that being the case, you work like $25 is a good bet for like a pretty okay-ish job. That's like a 9 to 5, 40 hour. Just like do that kind of maths in your head. That's about $1,000 pre-tax. Post-tax, that will probably come down to about $800 a week. It's not actually that much money if you think on it. Especially knowing that like rent prices sit at for a home of like 2-3 bedrooms, which you'll probably be paying, like the only ones you can actually get, you're probably looking at about $400 to $700 a week. Somewhere in that range. Normally above 500. I thought it was expensive because of how far away from other countries you are. That is the misconception. So our currency is bad because of that, but our costs are not, because we have a lot of deals with a lot of other countries. We're a huge exporter. We actually export the majority of forestry and dairy for the world. So because of those deals, we get stuff back pretty cheap. The problem is our dollar is shit. And I want to stress, our dollar has been progressively getting stronger and stronger comparative to the rest of the world's. Like, again, when I was younger, it was a good bet. When you looked at New Zealand dollar to US, it was half, and to euro it was a third. Like $1 was a third of a euro. So if you saw something for 100 euros, you'd be paying $300, which was obscene amounts of money. Now it's closer to half. That's because the euro's gotten weaker, but also the New Zealand dollar's gotten relatively stronger. So it's because of the situation of our country initially, but now we're in a really strong position and we're constantly climbing. It's just constantly climbing in this situation, and that kind of economy argument is still, I'm probably looking at like decades before things become more reasonable. A lot of people think it's import costs though. Import costs affect very specific goods, and a lot of that's covered by GST as well, because we have GST included on everything, in case anyone's wondering on that, and it's not really possible to get around GST. Okay, the game just did not want to do anything there. I'm gonna hang out with her. Wanna come over? Oh, when you said to come over, you meant LeBlanc. How's your PM doing in the polls? UK's one is doing badly. We don't really do the polls like the UK does. As well as things that, again, our parliamentary system is handled very differently over here. I mean, ours is doing fine. There's most of the drama in our political scene at the moment is related to a key member from the primary party that we have, which is Labour at the moment, jumping over to the Māori party with basically no warning. And a lot of flashbacks come from that, as well as the Māori party have not been doing a great job for a while. Again, it's the problem of, this is probably a really hard concept to actually wrap your head around unless you know this sort of stuff. You know how governmentary parties, so in our system, governmentary parties is designed in rough sense to represent a specific grouping of people. Labour Party is supposed to represent the labourers, the people that are like low to medium wage bracket and that sort of thing. The National Party, which is the second big party, is supposed to represent national business and national economy, which they don't know what they're doing, so it's fine. Green Party is to represent ecological aspects and decisions. ACT are there to fucking throw shit into the pot and stir it. I honestly don't know what they do anymore. The Māori party is supposed to represent the Māori people. The problem is that each iwi, or tribe is the English rough translation, have an entirely different culture and belief system, which is equivalent to basically saying one party represents like all of an entire It's like trying to say that all English speaking countries are the same country. Like New Zealand's exactly the same as Wales, and Wales is exactly the same as Ireland. If you said that in any of those countries, you're gonna probably get your fucking face punched in. Especially if you try and say that, like the English and the British, the argument there. Like, oh, English and the British, they're the same thing, right? Like, you have just invoked a gang war. So that's why that's a problematic party, and someone jumping ship to them from an actually better party than that is not a good sign. But yeah, so that's the problem, is that it's basically one party representing multiple ideologies, which is not feasible, and it very clearly fails to do that. In a regional sense, it does a good job because it regionally is normally influenced by the relevant iwis. Yeah, no, according to the like any things, I think it's doing fine. Again, when is our next voting? It's in like a year from now, I think, right? Is it a year or a year two? Fuck, I'd have to look. Right, so sorry for dropping in on you like this. Hope it's not too much trouble. It's no problem. Thank you. Just need to talk to you about something in person. Wow, it smells great. Thank you. It's really good. Something about it is relaxing. Think I'll be ready to show Coach Hiraguchi my performance soon. And if you wouldn't mind, I'd like you to be there when I do. Is that okay? Definitely. Great. So glad. But that's not what I came here to talk about. You remember when I said what I said when we went clothes shopping? I talked about how wanting you to see me, and how that helped me stop worrying. Of course I do. So glad you remember. I was thinking about Kasumi. Wonder how she must have felt, thinking she didn't want to lose to me and wanted me to watch her. Maybe that's what we had in common. We both wanted someone specific to see our efforts, to see us as we are. As long as we have that someone watching us, we can stay strong. So I finally realized something. I think part of Katsumi's strength came from that. I was the one she was thinking of. Never heard her say it, but maybe she'd been trying to tell me through her performance. I can't believe it took me this long to figure it out. Such an idiot. I'm glad I finally realized it. Even as worthless as I am, I hope I still helped Kasumi somehow. I know you did. Yes, I'd like to think that. Asked me beyond any apologies I could give her. I can't tell her how I feel. She'll never see my performance. Or me perform. That's reality, and it happened because of me. I've been running away from that for a long time. But I'm done running now. I'm gonna stand up on my own 2 feet. I want to live for both of us now. For the sake of everything we wanted. I want to grow even stronger. Even if I end up in tears from failing at a meet, or if the pressure's too much for me sometimes. Kasumi's confidence and the grace you recognized in me. I'm gonna keep moving up. I'm gonna show Kasumi who Sumiya Yoshizawa really is. Chance to shield Joker from an otherwise fatal attack. Okay.
ですね。
And so now that I'm committed to, you know, not running away from my feelings, there's something I need to tell you, senpai. Go ahead. Thank you so much. Never sweats just kicked in, I guess. I realized it was less of a matter of showing off and more wanting someone to watch me. That is, wanting someone special to watch me. Someone I'd want to have eyes only for me. And I thought to myself, well, for me, that special person is obviously senpai. So I think that means I'm in what?
好きです。
I should choose my words carefully. But the last thing I want to do is make you uncomfortable, so... Woo! Fuck yeah! Woo! I love you too. Don't sound too fucking surprised, good lord. You love me back? Oh, so I guess that means it's mutual then. So, what happens now? Wait, does that mean you'll be my boyfriend? Well, I mean, I guess that's what I was hoping for. So, oh, what am I saying? Yay! Take your time. Sorry, I'm the one who confessed and now I'm totally messing this up. Honestly, I never expected I'd get this far.
Senpai.
Yo, senpai, would you look at me for a moment? I want to know if I'll feel any different. Now that we're... Wow, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. You know what? Never mind. Damn, my boy forward. You... What? I can't take it. I think I'm melting. What do I do? I'm so embarrassed, but I want to be even closer to you, senpai.
好きです。
Oh, this is just cute. This is just fucking adorable. I've always wanted your eyes on me. Well, I think if we get any closer, we'll bump our glasses together.
ダメですか?
But you could always take them off. Oh.
お疲れ様です。
Go, Phil. Hi, thanks very much for seeing me today. I'm sorry, just you didn't hear my voice cracking. I'm so selfish. I feel I just left, but I already miss you. Just thinking about you stresses me out, but at the same time I'm so happy. But stuck in panic mode. Feels as if I'm constantly riding a roller coaster. Don't know what to do. Get used to it. Is that even possible? I feel like you'd have to be some kind of Zen master to become about this. But guess it's like gymnastics. And I get better by training, so for this, I should always stay at your side. Oh, it's useless. Just visualizing makes me feel like I'm about to explode. I feel like I can barely make sense of all these things, but there's one thing I know for sure. I'm so happy that we've gotten this close. Our relationship has gotten this strong. Phil Senpai, please stay by my side forever. Oh, better let you go. I'd love to keep talking, but I'll save it for another time. Aw, that's actually gotten like a genuine little bubbly smile out of me. I like that. Me happy. Mira's 36 D cubs better than An's 36 double Ds. I mean, again, that I'm not that much of a breast man myself. All about that personality. If I was there for the body, then like Kawakami or An would suit me perfectly fine. But no, fucking Kasumi is just a nice balanced character. I really did enjoy her design. I enjoy her dialogue. She's cute. No, fuck off, Jobs. I'm not coming to help you. Oh, whoops. I clicked the wrong button. I'm very autopilot-y at this point because I'm also keeping an eye on the time. Because I've got a lot of things I need to get done today. How far do the main characters live from Tokyo? They're in Tokyo. What? Wait, the areas you go to are regions inside of Tokyo. Like, or districts. I don't know what the phrasing would be for your relative area, but like, it's all one city. It's just lots of prefectural, I think it's prefect is in this term, prefectural areas that you could argue are considered a separate town, but it's all connected to Tokyo. Like Shibuya and all that sort of stuff, they're Tokyo. If you're talking main area Tokyo, then by train, like 20 minutes. He has to go home in 1 year time. Fuck, I don't know where his home is though, off the top of my head.
How
I'd have to look that up. Give me a sec. I'll set up the game so it's in a spot that's not gonna lag when I tab out so bad.
なるほど。どうする？
So 5. Protagonist. Leaves hometown. What fucking is his hometown? Kyoto is what people are suggesting. Or between Tokyo and Nagoya. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that it's a good bet that it's Kyoto, but it's unknown. If it's Kyoto, then it's not that far away. By bullet train, it's less than an hour. By actual train, it's probably like an hour or two. It's a trip you can make back and forth in a day and do work. Unless there's details I'm not seeing somewhere, it's not actually specified where his hometown is.
Oh, ありがとよ。
So I didn't wish I could answer it better, but like based on the information I can find, long distance relationship don't go well. Yeah, they can be stressful, but also that's I would argue that's under the assumption that like Ren is his normal generic name, but Phil doesn't like have a way of coming back easily, which I doubt that, because they're what, middle high school now, prepping for entrance exams. He could actually try and look for a place in Tokyo, which is very, very common. So it's not actually like, it might be long distance for a year, if that gives an idea. Might even be less. That's what I'd probably say towards that. As well as that's the argument that also Samir doesn't find a way to go with him, yada yada yada. There's a lot of arguments that I could actually make towards how it could probably work out quite easily in Japan, especially if it's Kyoto. Kyoto to Tokyo is something you can easily do for a weekend, and it's not that expensive. especially if you have a pass for it.
よし。
じゃあお疲れ様です。
Which pass would actually be relatively cheap to get, especially again if there is a purpose to go to Tokyo other than just that, which at this point in time we have more than one reason to go back to Tokyo if we live in Kyoto. I hope that answers the question. UK train sucks. Correction. Anywhere that's not Japan, train sucks. Over here, it's a leisure thing. Like, straight up, okay. You want to complain about your trains? Realize our trains cost in the hundreds to actually just use. Like, if I wanted to go between towns, and we're talking like a travel that should only be like, in car it would take maybe an hour. It will take 4 hours by train, and it will cost you more than taking a plane by about 3 times the amount. And that's the business trains. Like, that's the trains that are designed for that specific purpose of like, you're got a job and you want to go between. We don't have trains as public transport over here. So if you think your trains suck. And our buses are not any better. Buses are... Well, no, buses are cheap, but buses don't go to very many locations. They're pretty shit. Though to go between like 2 towns, I have to pay like $200. Bus fares, so... It actually starts becoming cheaper to just take a fucking plane anywhere. The only difficulty is getting away from the airport at the other end. That's where they get you with the money. So unless you have someone waiting for you. Like, this is the benefit I have, I guess, of actually having gone to Japan. Oh, Kawakami coming in. But I have actually seen what Japan trains are like. I've seen what Japan trains are like in Tokyo. I know how they, like, I actually got a feel of how they run, and holy shit. You have no fucking idea. I came back to New Zealand and I was just thrown out with like how bad our public transport systems are, and how what would be done with a bus, like 2 buses they have for like, they have several trains doing it and they have it on perfect scheduling. Like, this is the same country that had to apologize because its trains were early at one point by like less than a minute. Sleep. Fucking nothing else for me to do. Fucking sleep. Alright. But yeah, no, yeah, it's just the short answer though comes back to Japan actually knows what they're doing for trains. And it fucking sucks to have gone to Japan and then come back and not had Japan trains available. Well, I guess she's not there, which means it's probably Memento's time. Yeah, I think it's Memento's time.
よし。さあ、行こうか。
Because I do want to go deeper on camera. But also this is another day, which means I can go after stuff that I wasn't able to go after last time. And it gives me a chance to get, is it Almighty Am or is it Almighty Bless? It's one of the two. It's the one that you don't get naturally. That's up. Which way is it again that I'm going? I'm supposed to go up, right? Yeah. From my brain for a moment there, just did not want to fucking click. Look at how many resources I get after hitting one of those boxes. Oh, so good. Do this so I make sure I don't...
たまに食べるのがいいのかしら。いつまでか飽きちゃうしね。
Alright, here we go. Let's keep going and explore for a little bit. Oh, what's up, boy? Not like I can really do anything with him anyway. Just fucking hitting all of these enemies. I just fucking might as well. Well, once the game gets there. That console's maxed out. Not bad. Sweet. Stamp. Can't complain. Soon though, I probably should take off the... Don't collect all the stars. I mean, yeah. I'm trying. I'm collecting the ones I see. I talked about this earlier. I'm still trying to get them. It's just like at this point in time, it's not an excessively high priority because the value I would get out of them is gonna start becoming more and more diminishing.
前に僕こっちの花の味あまり好きになれないって話したよね。なんでか分かった気がする。
Enlighten me.
こっちの花は味がぼやけてる。 だから好きになれないんだ。この花が意味するのは現実の言葉で言うと、そう、人間みんなの中にある自分っていう認知なんだって。だからこの花の味がぼやけるってことは、自分が何なのかぼやけてるってことだ。
Oh, okay.
人間は自分のことがわからないってこと？わからない。遅けど勉強をやめるわけにはいかない。
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, at this point in time, right, so yeah, you could argue I could take off the EXP up stuff because it's not going to be amping that much at this stage. But like, what, I put it into money? Ah, yes, I need that. Items? I mean, I'm already pretty much maxed out. I'm still collecting them. Like, I cannot stress, I'm still collecting the stamps. I'm just... There's not anything notable that I'm gonna get out of it from this point onwards. You get a trophy for collecting all the stars, I think. Oh, I assume it's one. Again, I'm still collecting them, aren't I? I told you exactly why I shouldn't be collecting them, but I'm still collecting them. Which is kind of my argument to the point. Like, I've already got a lot of achievements for this game. Like, a lot of achievements. So, alright, I'm just gonna go over there. It's not gonna do anything. Going up and down is just gonna be an annoying process, so I might as well just drive over there. It's about as fast as the loading times. Okay. Gotta keep checking these walls because that's where it's normally the things are hidden. Is on those breakable walls. Okay. Really close to having everyone maxed out. Do that so it shows on the map so I don't go back this way by accident. Like, I've collected a good chunk of the stars across the board. There's normally never more than one extra one on each floor. I'm just gonna take the assumption that it's not gonna be another one. This one... I can't remember what this one's weak to. Resist to that. This is a trophy for playing card games with your team. Yes, I do know about that. Think this was Curse? No, it wasn't. Ah, well. I mean, this is gonna be the problem. My team's a little too strong. So they're just gonna fucking destroy those sorts of units. Like, my stats are too high now. So I'll need something that can, I wonder if this game has false swipes. Cool. Let's max out on the items received as well. Enemy ahead. Yes, I know. I ran it over. Okay, I didn't want to run that one over even though it was green. Oh, Jesus. $9 mil. Yeah, I assume that it's going to be a code limit like that. Which is why, like, I'm nearly 2 mil, which is more than enough to complete an entire playthrough or two. I think I can actually just kill it outright, kinda. Yeah. Again, like that's why I'm not too fussed about the money stuff, because there we go, I guess. If I need money at this point, there's answers to generating it really easily. Like, the amount of loot I also have that I can sell is already, like, in an amount that's kind of just my point reiterated. I don't need to worry about money in this game at this stage. Items are more likely to matter to me, and getting that last bit of EXP for all my characters is also more likely to matter for me. It's just, they also matter really little.
ここは広い。北が線路じゃなかったら自転車を持ち込みたいくらいだ。
もしそうだとしても、のんきにツーリングして。
Cool. Another quick travel area, but like, because I can show here, can't I? No, it's not here. It's, give it a moment. Yep, there we go. 2 mil. That's more than enough money. But I'll still upgrade it as, it's just gonna be how it is. Get all the stamps, upgrade everything to max. Collector mentality. Even if I don't do it in this playthrough, like I said, subsequential playthroughs are going to probably be a lot more mementos than they currently are, because I'll be able to just push things that I shouldn't be able to in terms of power, and I'll be able to farm up levels really quickly. Yeah, it's a Getchi max out. I think like Arn's one of the last ones to max out. Oh, shut up with your efficiency, Akechi. Oh, alright. There we go. Alright, getting far along, I think. God, how long is this Mementos branch? Good lord. I think the next rest area I hit's probably going to be the end of the stream, I'll be honest. Because we're getting close to that time and it just works out. If I finish up a little bit early. I did start a little late, so I do apologize that we basically overall a shorter stream. But again, that's the weakness of the Tuesday and Thursday times, is they have to be shorter for accommodating the rest of my life. So if the next exterior is a story thing, then we'll do that, but if it's not, then we'll probably call it. And then I'll, like I said, I'll get another thing done towards getting the characters powered up. But yeah, no, it's... Oh. I want to just get to the bottom of Mementos at this point. Well, top, bottom... The end of this path. That's the better phrasing. 10 million yen is 11,000. No, is it 114,000 New Zealand dollars? Yeah, that's about right. The go-between for New Zealand dollar and Japanese yen's actually really fucking good for us. It's cheaper to buy things in yen, Japanese yen, than it is to buy it in USD. By like a couple of dollars, typically. Like if we're talking about like $100, it's just better to get it in yen by like a notable amount. Anything above that, it's just even more so. I mean, like, that's the joke about this game, though, right? Is that, fucking... the protagonist has absurd amounts of money for a kid of his age. I think that might be in the last few characters maxing out. Which is, pretty good. So yeah, at this point in time, like, the game's just gonna be, hey, how much do you want to max out from this point onwards? Like, I'm getting to the stage where it's gonna be micro adjustments that I'm starting to make just to make things that little bit more powerful. Like, I know one micro adjustment a lot of people put forward is the fact that you shouldn't even have concentrate on Izanagi or Okami Picario, because you just... I wish I had that kind of money. I mean, everyone, fuck. That's life-changing amounts of money. Like, $5,000 is a life-changing amount of money. $100,000 is beyond a life-changing amount of money. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd love to have that kind of money, but I'm prepared for that kind of situation because I'm huge into numbers and economy, and I know how to make more money out of money. In fact, the majority of my life is the definition of if I had just that little bit more capital, or like that initial capital, I could generate an absurd amount of money and become quite a... I have a lot of things I could do. Is the short answer. Oh, hello. What have we reached? The fuck is you? Hello?
Oh.
Computery stuff all over. Now, don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people that say like the oh, if only I had money, I know what to do with my. It's like, yeah, but the difference is I've talked to business owners and they've said if we had the money we would have done actually what you've said. It's worse as well because I see literally the things I suggest happen and it make it a lot of money and I'm like, fuck. If I was given, look, if I won Lotto tomorrow, I would very quickly become one of the. Yeah, you can fight the kid. Okay, but like, I would very quickly become one of the most influential people in New Zealand, just because I know exactly what I'm doing. It's least in my region, because I know the weaknesses of my region and I know exactly how to fix them, or at least put forward the fixes. It's all over the place. Various locations within mementos. I presume it's less about surveillance and more looking for targets though. Targets? Think about it. While all sorts of unnatural events may be taking place in Maruki's reality, it doesn't mean every human's wish has already been granted. That's a good point. If everyone's wishes were made into reality, there wouldn't be any requests on the fan side. Exactly. Therefore, Maruki is likely choosing certain targets within the system, then affecting each one individually. Probably using the same method as when he made Violet's persona go berserk that one time. What, me? From what I remember, Dr. Maruki summoned these things that looked like tendrils and they grabbed me. Wait, don't tell me these are... They're the same thing. You mean to say that these cables all across Maruki's palace and mementos, they're part of his methods? Yes, and that hypothesis explains much of what we've seen if we were found to be true. Maruki has extended these cables from his own palace, tunneling into the depths of mementos, and spreading his influence from the same place the Holy Grail once occupied. That allows him to grant the wishes of any people who he may discover once they've fallen under his influence. Screw that. This wouldn't last much longer now that we're here. Okay, I'm the one who has to do the actual hacking though. Access by consultation subject of temporary suspend research data system. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Well, the displays are showing parts of mementos, right? I guess we can suspend something here. Gotta try to find out. You got it. I like the way you think. Research data stream suspended. Retracing pipelines. To resume data streaming. Yeah, go ahead and shut up now. We ain't resuming shit. Does this bring us closer to stopping Maruki? All we did was suspend the data sharing. Stopping Maruki's a whole nother story. I don't think this will interfere with its effect on mementos. What? Then what good does suspending the data stream do us? According to this console's output, all those cable tendrils are retracted now, possibly including the place in the palace that was blocked before. We won't know for ourselves until we check it out. What say we head to the palace next? Yeah, we've done what we can here. Next on our agenda, I return to Maruki's palace. Okay.
ああ、こりゃ行くぞ。
Alright, so we've managed to do this.
ここ宝箱が多いみたいだ。探索。
Alright, well, with that being the case, I'm going to use this spot to... because I can probably... Yep, Mentor's Overview. I'm going to go back to the entrance and I'm going to save.
やるか。
God, we're all the way in the saves back to the interrogation room, Follow. Look at how far we've bloody come. Alright, so with that being the case though, like I said, I'm gonna have to finish up here today because I have a lot, you know, I mean a lot of work to get done. Yeah, I'm very tired at this point. I'm losing my mind. We'll see how it goes. So with that being the case though, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment on the video. It helps me out, helps the video out, helps the channel out, and helps you out finding this content again in the future. Also, consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell to find out when I go live, as well as follow me over on Twitter where I do post when I'm going live, as well as some of the stuff that I'm thinking about, stuff that I'm working on, other general sort of tidbits. It's a really good place for information related to kind of me and my happenings. But I think overall, I will try and get a little bit of work done. Like I said, I'm going to try and get one more thing between now and next time. I think I know exactly when I'm going to have to sneak the time in, and I'm not looking forward to it because that's going to be really fucking tiring. Try not to burn yourself out. Yeah, that's definitely the big fucking worry. I set aside like an hour or two every evening to actually like rest, and that's like at about 5-ish, and then I've been falling asleep at like 6, 7 in the evening. And I am pacing myself throughout the day because I have a lot of other things that I do, and I have a variety of things, so it kind of works out. But very much this coming weekend is going to be very important for my rest. Hoping that I actually get everything done that I've said that I will. Again, I'm doing some final assignment stuff for this current semester I'm in. Once that's done, and I get to take a break. In fact, at the end of June, I'm considering taking, like at the end of June, early July, I might take a week off of streaming again. I will prep videos in advance this time, but I will probably take a week off streaming to kind of rest and recuperate, possibly out of town. So we'll see. No promises on that, but nonetheless though, again, thank you so much for watching. You're awesome, stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next time. Till then, bye-bye. God fucking this button.